Ho, 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 ho! Merry Christmas! Welcome to this year's selection of Christmas movies. We have 30 Christmas movies this year and they're gonna be great. Hopefully. So sit down, relax, grab your eggnog, and let's watch some movies together. We have some good movies, we have maybe some bad movies. Maybe some going on the good list and some go on the naughty list. Because not every movie is gonna be a wholesome movie. But if you want to see these movies, subscribe to the channel, come join the Discord. And spread your Christmas love to your neighbors, friends, and family. And share some Christmas love also in the channel. And leave some likes. And recommend us some good Christmas movies that we can watch next year. So, if you want to see these Christmas movies, subscribe to the channel, leave likes, and I'll see you guys for this Christmas movie. Enjoy, relax, and I'll see you guys. If you're being naughty or nice. Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm the Underdog Lord, just under confused. And I watched A Christmas Story from 1983. Before we start with the whole movie and all, I've got two presents from co-workers, you know. One is male, the other is female. The male we call D, and the female we call M. So D got me. He was, you know, basically cleaning his room, and he's definitely older than me, you know, by maybe 20 years or something. And he asked if I like DVDs. I said, yeah, sure, yeah, I like DVDs. So he gave me this bag. And when I looked inside, I've got a cult classic. I've got the Home Alone trilogy plus number 4. I've seen Home Alone. Why is that in French? Why is this all in French? Where the fuck did he get this? Okay, apparently it says it all in French here. Maman, j'ai raté l'avion. You can hear that I can speak perfectly French. Not. And this one also French. Where the fuck did he get these? Oh, with on the back it's just Dutch and French. Right. I've seen the first one and maybe even the second one, but there it stops. So Home Alone, all 6 of the movies, because there are 6 versions, and as far as I know, Home Alone 7, or aka Home Alone 2 with what's this? Macaulay Culkin, I think his name is. Macaulay Culkin, yes. With him, he's gonna, as far as I know, yeah, it's basically rumors. He's gonna do a Home Alone 2, but let's do the second one. This one I also know what this is because me, D, and J, the letter J, because his name is different, not the name J, but J, who's also older. We all three got to pick a Christmas present. So I know what this is, but you don't. That's why it's fun to unpack it here. It's a penguin light that runs on batteries. I like it. So I got this from her. But yes. Okay, let's start with a Christmas Story. I knew that it exists, I knew the Family Guy reference, and obviously the kid on the poster, I recognize his face, because, it's just a very recognizable face, if you see that face, you immediately know, oh, Christmas Story. Well, I think that. Tomorrow we're gonna do the sequel from 2 years ago, that came out 2 years ago, A Christmas Story Christmas. But apparently it has already 2 sequels. And I mean, not to part 2 and part 3. Well, yes, part 2 and part 2. And 2 years ago, part 2 came out. Because they have 3 sequels that are basically all the sequel of the first one. Immediately sequel. There's My Summer Story, I think it's called. It's a sequel to A Christmas Story. You have A Christmas Story 2 from 2012 that is also a direct sequel to this A Christmas Story. And you have A Christmas Story Christmas, which is also a direct sequel to A Christmas Story, which movie I just watched. It's so fucking weird. It's all part 2s of this movie. It's not a part 3 and part 4. No, it's part 2, and part 2. That's the crazy part. But tomorrow we're gonna watch A Christmas Story Christmas. Next year, because there's also a musical version, A Christmas Story Live, we're gonna watch next year in December, the first week. We're gonna watch A Christmas Story A Christmas Story Live. Then we're gonna watch My Summer Story, and then we're gonna watch A Christmas Story 2. So subscribe to the channel if you want to see those reviews, and probably also see them to the channel. See them in my Discord. You have to join the Discord. Link down below in the comment section and in the description. And come to this. Fuck you! And subscribe to the channel because I'm gonna watch those movies next year. But I've rambled on for 7.5 minutes, so let's start with the fucking movie. Because that's what you're here for. We're in a snowy street, and the camera goes. It goes kind of to the back, but it still shows the side of the street. And it kind of stops at one yellow house at the corner, and then we hear a narrator. It's an older man, and he says, "Oh, that's my old house," or something like that. I used to live there. And then the camera goes a bit further that we can see the other side of the house. And he says, "Oh, there I am. And we see 4 children. They cross the street, running, and I just read a small bit of synopsis when I saw that this has sequels. This plays in the 1940s. Yes, and they're running towards 5, 6 other children, probably different. Then we get a transition to, we see, I don't know which building it is, but we see a building. We go a tall building with a pointing, like a tower building, and the camera is angled up. So slowly down and towards, I don't know what it is basically. It's a sort of center, but it's roads around it. There are cars driving around it. I don't know what it is. But I'm gonna leave that. So if you want to know what's gonna happen next in the movie, you have to watch the movie yourself. It's already 10 fucking minutes. Holy shit. I still have some points. I will keep it short. Oh yeah, in his fantasy, Ralph had his BB gun, and there were bad guys, dressed as, well, like they came out of jail, black and white stripes and all, black hats, and with the BB gun he shot them, but he shot them in the butt, and then they died. And when they were dead, they had X's as eyes, which was pretty funny actually. Typical, kid stuff. Oh yeah. I should have said this at the beginning, but don't stick your don't stick your tongue to a frozen bowl or a freezing bowl. Just bowl outside, or even a lollipop, an ice lollipop. Don't stick your tongue to it for too long, because luckily that thing melts over time. But the bowl outside, and if you did that stupid ass shit, let somebody get some warm water to pour it over your tongue to warm it up so it can, because if you pull it, you got a big chance that you will damage your tongue, and you don't want that, because there will probably be a bit of blood. And the last thing, the dad won something, and when the package came in, it said "this way up" or something like that, meaning it has to be standing up. No, but do the deliverers, they deliver it upside, yes, straight up, but then before they go, they put it down. They why? It says on the crate "this way up" and fragile. But it was probably for the best that they put it down, because the dad opened it and he won a leg lamp. And I've seen those only in probably cartoons and all, but I can't think of one cartoon that would have a leg lamp. But that's, I've never seen them in a real life adaptation, so it was kind of cool to see a leg lamp, you know. Yeah, that's basically it. I'm gonna leave it at that. I will give this movie a 3.75. It was a decent movie. It was definitely a very fun movie. Nonetheless, it was a very fun movie, but it just didn't give me the feeling of satisfaction that I could give it a 4 out of 5. And 3.5 out of 5 was way too low. So it gets a 3.75 because yeah, that's sounds decent. You know, it was a decent, very fun movie. But don't forget to leave a like, recommend a good Christmas movie down below in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel and come join Discord because I'll probably stream movies. I'm gonna stream more movies, you know. I'm gonna start streaming again. And I maybe also want to do a Discord exclusive show. Something that we're gonna watch daily, one episode per day. And that's only coming on Discord, so I won't do reviews for that, but I will give an announcement when I'm gonna do that. It's a very long one, so we're definitely a year, more than a year, stuck to that show. But it's definitely a very fun show because I've seen clips on Facebook, and mostly on YouTube, and it's definitely something that, well, most people like actually, and that I know for a fact. So if you want to see that one, subscribe to the channel because you don't know when I'm giving that announcement. And come join Discord because, you know, I'll also throw it out in Discord if I'm gonna do it. But that said, leave some likes, recommend a good Christmas movie down below in the comment section, subscribe to the channel, which I already said probably, and come join Discord because I'll stream. Well, I'm gonna stream more in the new year. But that said, tomorrow the movie A Christmas Story Christmas from 2022, which is the sequel to this one, and they use cast members from this movie in that movie. So it's, yeah, I'm very curious actually. And I'll see you guys, well, tomorrow. Bye.